In following along with corporate structure, we have ownership and executive leadership. As you can see in this pie chart, it's Ben Francis owns about 70% of the company. General Atlantic owns about 20% stake. And actually, when they began that stake and they took part, they boosted profits over $1 billion because they invested in North America and got outside of the UK. And then his brother Joe Francis owns about 1%, and the rest are within stock ownership and other key executive leadership within Gymshark. And just a little bit about the executive leadership. We got Brendan Francis, of course, founder and chief executive officer. Laurent Madeline, which is the chief product and supply chain officer. Been about 2 years and 5 months at Gymshark. And just a little about every single one of them. Past company that Laurent has worked for is Lacoste, Sears Holding Company, Carrefour, and Tesco. And the last position held before leaving Lacoste to assume his current role was Executive Vice President of Operations. And his education is IECS Strasbourg, Distech, and EM Strasbourg Business School. And then we have Noel Mack, Chief Brand Officer, and been there for 8 years, one of the longest out of the whole company. And he has worked for R3 Brand Limited. Most of the time he's been with Gymshark. And previous position he held at R3 Brand was co-founder and creative director of R3 Brand and brand director of Gymshark. In education, University of Surrey, with a bachelor's in arts honors. And now we have John Douglas. I like his photo. It's kind of funny. Chief Technology Officer, and about 4 years at Gymshark. And let's see, his past companies have been Tory Burch, MCM Fashion Group, Burberry, Allied Domecq PLC, and a few others. John's previous position held before assuming his current position was also Chief Technology Officer at Tory Burch. And he has no higher level education. Nobody else has that. So, and next we have Carly Natalicia, I'm not sure, Chief Digital Officer, and she's been there for about 2 years and 11 months, so a little bit on the shorter side. And she's worked for the Very Group, Virgin Money, NatWest Group, and Bank of America. Carly's previous position, held before assuming her current position, was Chief Marketing Officer at the Very Group, and at Gymshark was VP Marketing, International and Global Marketing Director. Her education is a Master's in Business Administration, specifically Marketing, at the University of Leicester, I'm not sure how to say that, and a Bachelor's in Criminology at Lancaster University. And next we have Cian Keen, I'm not sure how to say it. Sorry if I'm messing up the names, but she's been there for only 8 months. Pretty short time. She's been plenty of different companies like MPB, Fashion Minority Alliance, Local Globe, Motorway, Farfetch, and a few others. Cian's previous position held before assuming her current role was non-executive director at MPB. In education is Ealing, Hammersmith, and West London College as HR Management, and London Business School of Finance, and at SHL and Deakin University. So plenty of higher level education. And then we have Kimberly, or Kim Dolder, Chief Commercial Officer, and been only there for 1 year, also on the shorter side, and has worked for Abercrombie & Fitch Company, Outdoor Voices, Under Armour, and Target. And she was previously a senior vice president and general manager for Abercrombie & Fitch, and at Gymshark she was general manager of North America. And education, the International Academy of Design and the Wharton School. So plenty of outstanding executive leadership and a mix of older leadership and new leadership. All right, thank you, class. Have a good day.